let's talk about anxiety. Managing anxiety looks different for everyone. How I manage my anxiety now is very different from how I used to manage my anxiety. If your anxiety management right now looks like negatively criticizing yourself, withdrawing from family or friends, or distracting yourself with social media, then this video is for you and you're gonna wanna stick around. Just know that you are not alone in feeling any of these feelings. Before I get into the video, I just wanted to welcome those of you who are new. My name is Bridget and I'm a parent and mindset coach. I also have a free Facebook group for those of you parents watching who are into personal development. We talk about mindset, managing anxiety and stress, being more confident, so make sure you check out the link below. Also, don't forget to like this video if you found it useful, comment below what you want to see more from me, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. So with that being said, let's get into the video. Before I get into the anxiety part, I want to quickly reference Shame. If you guys have watched my channel before, you will know my love for Brene Brown. Anything she writes or says these days really hits home. And so I was recently listening to a podcast of hers from Unlocking Us, where she was talking about anxiety in regards to overfunctioning and underfunctioning, which I didn't even know existed. She says overfunctioners are people who like to micromanage or take over, which is definitely me in anxious situations. And underfunctioners pretty much do exactly the opposite. They let others take control, and they tend to be looked at as irresponsible. The labeling part, that's where shame comes in. The labels that we use for our pattern responses to anxiety can be incredibly shaming. Now, like I said, I'm definitely an overfunctioner when it comes to anxiety. When I was younger, my response to anxiety looked a little something like this. I'd see a problem within the family dynamic and I immediately would go to fix it. Mom's upset, got it, I'll go talk to dad and then talk to mom again. There's something wrong with my sisters, no problem, I'll fix it. Mom has a problem with the extended family, that's okay, I'll just show her proof that everyone has good intentions. I was a fixer and I hated when things were broken. And guess what? That followed me. I slowly became the fixer with my sisters, and then my friends, and then even partners. I was attracted to the broken because I liked fixing, and that's how I responded to anxiety. I was also terrified of being labeled as irresponsible. And for most of us, this is how pattern responses to anxiety start. It's usually within our first families. But it wasn't until I recognized how toxic this was becoming for me, until I started seeing the fear and the anger trickle out. For years, my family told me, you should go to therapy, you should see someone, you've been through a lot, you need to talk about it. And that was a shame trigger for me. I was taught to never ask for help, never let the world see I was suffering. People saw me be strong for so long. What would they think of me if I actually got vulnerable about how I was feeling? I wouldn't be the fixer anymore. I would be the one who needed fixing. But as you can imagine, that quickly started taking its toll. There comes the anger and the fear as I started letting things out, and I took it out in my relationships. So yeah, how I respond to anxiety now is very different. We have to acknowledge when we're suffering. We have to ask for advice and support when we need it. And what about the day-to-day anxiety that all of us feel? Well, perfectionism tends to be a trigger for our anxiety these days. The need to be good enough, the need to be perfect, to do things right, to not fail, to not make mistakes. For me, that was true as an overfunctioner. When I was hiding what I was feeling, my anxiety would flare. When I'm not true to myself and I don't honor how I'm feeling, that intensity will build up. So if you're an overfunctioner like me, we need to work on owning it, naming it, and being more vulnerable in the face of anxiety. And if you're an underfunctioner, you guys need to work on recognizing your strengths and working on those. What are you good at? Focus on that. And what else can we focus on? Being calm. And I already know what you're thinking. But when I say calm, I mean managing our emotional reactivity. And for me, that was incredibly difficult to do. I can sometimes be super overreactive in times of stress. But people who are calm can bring that perspective into complex and stressful situations. and feel all of those feelings without overreacting. They can name it, they can recognize it, they can address it. What's helped for me the most is identifying people in my life and outside of my life who have mastered this practice. And one of them is my husband, Kathie. He is incredibly calm in times of stress. He is like the epitome of calm. Sometimes it's even frustrating how calm he is when he's anxious or during stressful or difficult times. But I've learned the value of bringing perspective in times of anxiety, about recognizing when I'm being triggered and being vulnerable about what I'm feeling so that I don't let these feelings build up and get angry and find fear. So this is what I've been doing to practice my calm. The first is slowing down my reaction time. So before I react, I have to consciously ask myself if what I'm reacting to, which can be a small inconvenience, is really what's triggering me. Or if I have all of the information in the situation in order to react in the way that I'm about to react. And this process took lots of practice. And I still don't think I'm all the way there, right? But I've gotten very good at, even when I do overreact, making amends and reflecting. And the 3 keys to this practice are slowing down, asking those questions, and being vulnerable with the people around you. And that is the only way you'll get good at practicing that calm. So if you're anything like me, or even if you're an underfunctioner, know what you need to work on in order to get to that place of calm, in order to get to that place where you're vulnerable about how you're feeling. Because letting that anxiety sit there and letting those feelings sit there without being spoken can lead you to bad places. And I know that firsthand. So remember your keys: being vulnerable, asking questions, and slowing down. Before I end today's video, I just wanted to let you guys know that spots for the free consult are still open. And if you're a parent, you're working on your personal development journey, you want to be more mindful, have better confidence and better relationships in your life and your family, make sure you click on the link below to sign up for the free consult. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed and found it useful as always, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.